What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Not Just Here and the 2024 album Steps. Thank you again to Lisa, as well as to Junie, and the next track is Oranges, which I would expect to have some metaphorical meaning, maybe a literal visual reference, but representative of something that is beyond the scope of the word and entities themselves. So yes, it's a single word title, so even if the latter idea that it is representative of something more significant or more human, there's not a lot to work with, there's no context, so I'll just do what I can to pick up on meaning on a first listen. Don't knock everything over, Luca, that would be annoying. This is Not Just Here, the tune is Oranges, and it's from the 2024 album Steps.
The feel of that fresh air and the warmth of sun between the shadows of the trees, smell of orange and care. Oh, I such a seal of that kept you on your feet. It kept you on your feet. Oh, there was a time that I felt at home, but time is a cruel thing and takes without you knowing. Oh, there was a time I was on my own, but I knew then and now where I would be going. Oh, I don't stand in my new home. I sit with unlocked doors, I don't need them anymore, and I don't feel alone, 'cause there's a comfort in my comfort and the comfort of those I chose, and I can just be broke without everything I'm holding falling to the floor. Oh, I can just enjoy. Oh, close right out of the dryer against freshly showered skin. It feels like a superpower to begin. For once, there's no sad ending, no false message of hope. Now I am just singing, not trying to. Oh, I was just trying to cope.
Another fantastic tune, and I've said this on nearly every reaction going through this album, but I'm impressed on multiple levels. I'm impressed at the vocal and melodic creativity and dynamic delivery, the ebbs and flows of the rhythm and pace of the tune. I'm impressed at the lyrical composition, which, as I've said a number of times already, seems to belie her young years. I will say also, I don't quite know all the ins and outs of what's happening in this song, but it does feel like it's about being comfortable in your own skin, and obviously there's a line about the, freshly showered skin, and that we do get a reference to, trees and I think oranges, although I wondered if that was like a color. But yeah, the idea of, not needing, what was it, locked doors and just being here singing. It sounds like being comfortable with who you are, your mission, what you're doing, where you're going, having a sense of being purposeful and also fit to a particular creativity, a particular life, a particular type of expression and creativity. So it feels very autobiographical, which I imagine most tunes on this album would be, but this one felt even more so in that regard. And the idea of knowing who you are, knowing where you are, having a sense of purpose and what you're doing, and a sense also of the passage of time, and perhaps having a wiser view and or a more clear understanding of how to do relative to some earlier phase, which again, people can be young, but coming of age, that is an experience which unfolds over years and which can feel like a lifetime has passed. I certainly remember being a teenager and feeling like I had already been through a lot and I had already grown a lot and come to see things in a different way. And of course, I think if you have a curiosity and you have passions and pursuits and a desire to know and to feel and to express, then that's something which continues. And through my 20s, 30s, and now my 40s, it's not a feeling that has abated, but which has just inhabited more, encompassed more, traveled more. And so I feel like this tune, even though I started by saying it's another one that feels like it's ahead of its time, it also feels very appropriate to what the journey of life is, even at a relatively early stage like your teenage years. So yeah, I'm just very impressed with the composition. I enjoy the piano. Again, the rhythm of the tune, it speeds up at times and then it hollows out and slows down a bit. Her vocals, once again, reminding me of Tori Amos with the piano poet vibes and the, breathy, simple and direct sound of the vocal delivery. So yeah, there's a bit of Tori in here, there's a bit of Fiona Apple. My brain makes associations, so I'm going to continue to make some of these connections. Even again, a Joni Mitchell, a Suzanne Vega. I feel like there's a lot of that going on here, and that's all a good thing in my book. So once again, thank you to Lisa for sending this my way. I very much enjoyed. We're moving into the final few tunes. How many more are there left? Are there 2 or 3? Let me see. We have 2 left. And the next one is called Maybe Not. So we'll look forward to that next time. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you then. Peace.